Welcome back to Wednesday night action for DFL Round 3, where we will have the Western Victorian Falcons taking on Italia FC here at their home ground in Ballarat. Last three opponents for the Falcons have all been Victorian teams. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting. Falcons taking on, is the first non-Victorian theme next week for them? Sorry, not next week, the week after. The week after, they take on the Broome Orcas. Which will be in Darwin, so it'll be interesting. Bit of wind here at Mars, as usual. Light blue versus dark blue. It's like watching Country versus Metro Vic. Italia FC won the toss. I'll kick to the left, I'll kick into the wind for the first half. Kicking against it for the last. I'll change it. I'll change it. Sorry, I got the wrong name. We're gonna need to change the week title to round as well. Alright, it has now been updated. We are in round 3, not round 2. Here we go. Sid Draper versus Reece Stanley. Wait. Side select. Sam Draper wins it anyway. Goes to Brad Close. Brad Close hits up Billings. Billings going for the first goal against Bruce to open up the match for the Falcons. They're kicking against the wind here. He got the accuracy right. Billings kicks the goal. Opens it up for the Falcons. Draper and Reece Stanley. One out to Reece Stanley, handballs it over, but Brendan Dowell picks it up at half back, goes to Parrish. Parrish gets to have a wide looking open 50. Lukosius is there. Barras couldn't defend him. Very strong start to the Falcons. Ooh, couldn't get the distance, knocked over the line. First behind of the match. Luco should be making a distance on those. Barras, Luco couldn't get the intercept. Goes to Mark O'Connor. Menzie knocks the ball. Boundary throw in. Reece Stanley versus Sam Draper. I keep wanting to say Sid, but it's Sam. Reece Stanley gets the knock on. Ball goes forward. Ball bounces back. Crombed out by the Falcons. Falcons deliver up to Cordy's direction. Menzie intercepted by James Sicily though. Deep down in full back. Goes to Newman. Newman goes to Boak's direction. Guthrie gets the hit on it. Guthrie gets the ball first. Sends it back the other way. Who's first the ball? It's Barras. Billings brings down Barras with the ball up. Another ball up. Won by Stanley. Ball comes out. Italia FC having trouble moving the ball. They keep moving it by hand. They get a wide open man on the wing, but it doesn't matter. They'll send it to the forward line. Stengel and Farrell. Farrell beats Stengel. Falcons moving it the other way. Contested area. Barras gets the crumb to the ball. Darling gets the ball to himself. Goes deeper. Goes up to Chera. Gets knocked by Petrarca. Tim McCartan gets the ball. Farrell gets the ball. Sends it back to half back. Gets knocked. Cornelio gets the ball out. Sends it to Sam Draper. Clear the ball. Go to Billings' direction. Barras gets on him. Barras takes the intercept over Billings. Barras kicks up to Stengel's direction. Stengel managed to get the mark. Delivers it up to half-forward direction. Reece Stanley. He's got a wide open man in Darling. Taken by Darling. Jack Darling to get the first goal for Italia. Easy goal for Bruce. Oh, sorry, that was Darling. Opens the match up for Italia. Back into the middle here at Mars Stadium. Draper gets the hit out. Battles fourth, but Barras picks it up at the half-back line. Mark O'Connor gets to clear the ball to Rhys Stanley. Rhys Stanley, the ruckman, goes to Scott's direction, and Idon. Idon gets the hit on it. Parrish delivers the ball up to the Callum wing on the wing, goes to Lukosius' direction, gets knocked. Barras brings it back up to their half forward, who goes in the direction Collins. Collins takes the intercept, goes back to Sam Draper in the middle. Rhys Stanley too slow. Idon delivers it to Petrarca. Petrarca gets to run inside forward 50. Delivers it deep up to Toby Green's direction. Newman on him. Toby Green couldn't take the mark. Couldn't tackle either. Comes back to the center. Sam Draper couldn't intercept it. The ball comes back the other way though. Dribbles out. Liberatore is first to the ball. Liberatore kicks it straight forward into forward 50. Intercepted by Collins. Collins goes sideways to Guthrie. Guthrie centers the ball back to Menzies' direction. Bunch of defenders come. Rhys Stanley intercepts the ball. Sends it back into the Italia forward 50. Gets knocked. Goes to Robbie Fox. Robbie Fox. Sam Draper immediately delivers it to Petrarca. Petrarca goes up to Menzies' direction. Mark O'Connor defending him. Who wins? Mark O'Connor gets the hit out. Callum Ward gets the crumb though. Snaps it. Goal! To behind. Another behind to Italia FC. Sicily has kick-out duties, goes to Darling's direction. Ball gets knocked. Cornelio rebounds it back in. Big kick from 50. Needs a mark here. Couldn't get it. Rushed over the line. No, touched. Another behind to the Falcons. James Sicily kicks out to Doherty. Parrish couldn't take the intercept. Goes into Luke Parker's direction. Luke Parker gets it. Bruce on the lead. Continues going sideways. Luke Parker. Couldn't get intercepted. The ball bounces in the air, but it comes into their forward 50. Idon takes the intercept. Idon sends it back into Luco's direction. Luco couldn't get the ball. Marked back. Sam Doherty brought down by Parrish. Ball up. Draper and Rhys Stanley back in the ruck. Won by Rhys Stanley this time. Ball comes out to Doherty. Sends into his forward line. Darling gets the ball. This could take the lead for Italia FC right here. Just needs to keep the goal from about 54 meters out. Needs a big kick. Darling, big boot to the ball. All the way behind. Only one goal apiece for both teams in this game. 9 seconds left. Contested game. And that'll be it for the first quarter. Falcons have the edge by 2 points. Only one goal apiece though. Inside 50s, 6-7. Hitouts 2-4 in favor of Italia FC. Contested possessions 19-27. Only 2 goal kickers, Barras, Chera, Cornelio winning, and Guthrie winning disposals. Sam Collins with 2 intercept marks. Most contested goes to Jack Darling. On to the second quarter. Madden and Rhys Stanley in the ruck. One out to Rhys Stanley, goes to Liberatore. Liberatore to Callum Brown. Boak gets to deliver inside forward 50. Chips up, goes to Chera. Adam Chera to get the lead back for Italia FC. Kick him for about 45. Gets the ball, hits the post though, another behind. Let me just reset the ruck so Sam Draper stays in. It put him at half forward, of course. Oh, intercepted by Stangl over Farrell. They're looking for the 7-point play here. Tyson Stangl to take the lead for Italia. Hits the post again. Another post hit. Scores a recall now. Collins goes to Fox. Fox sends it deep up to Sam Draper's direction. Couldn't take the mark. Idon dribbles the ball out. Who's first the ball? It's Ward. Backwards to Luke Parker. Luke Parker sends it back into Italia FC. Forward line. Bounce back. Comes back. Goes to Ward's direction versus Luke Parker. Ball gets hit again. Who's first the ball? It's Luke Parker. Dodges around the defender. Gets to Liberatore. Liberatore back to Parker. Parker sends it back into Italia FC's. Jamison's there. Tom McCann wins an intercept. Fox. Play along the wing. They go to Parrish's direction. Defenders come onto him. Barras takes an intercept over Parrish. Sends it up to Sam Doherty. Jack Lukosius is all the way down back for some reason. Why was Jack Lukosius all the way down full back? Sam Doherty. Terrible kick. Out of bounds on the full. Madden. Kicks it to half forward. Who was that to? Intercepted by Chera. Madden just kicked it to nobody. Now Chera has a shot at 55 meters out to get the lead for Italia FC. Big kick. He knows he missed it. Needs a mark. Couldn't get the mark. Italia FC take the lead, but only by a point. 7 points between the two teams. Idon kicks it from the grandstand to the Ward Luke Parker direction. Important 1v1. Ward wins this one. Sends it up to closest direction. Kemp is on him. Defenders everywhere. Tom Berry gets the crumb. Right close. Brought down by Kemp. Caught holding the ball. Close. Caught holding the ball. He got too greedy. Idon gets the hit on it. Gets first the ball. Scott couldn't get to him. Ward gets the ball. Sends it up to half forwards direction. Sam Draper is there. Mark taken by Luco. Goes deeper. Gets knocked. Italia FC defense gets it out. Sends it to the middle. Reece Stanley. Up to the forward line. Bruce on Fox. Fox gets the knock. Who's the first to the ball? It's Fox. Fox, what does he do with it? He sends it up to the Ward direction. Wide open on the wing. Ward. Sends up to the Lukosius direction on Barras. Luco takes a good mark. Sends it deeper to Menzies direction. Defenders get there. They block the ball. Ball's on the ground. Sicily gets the ball out. Goes to Luke Parker. Ward direction again. Yet again gets knocked by Ward. Luke Parker stripped of the ball. Who's first to the ball? It's Idon. Idon sends it to the Tom Berry direction. Berry didn't even attempt to mark that. Comes back the other way. Gets knocked. Boundary throw-in. Madden's come back into the ruck for some reason. Reece Stanley. Petraka. Almost got stripped of the ball. Ball spills out. Ward has it. Needs to get it into forward 50. Tom Berry by himself. Falcons finally get a shot on goal. Thomas Berry, first shot on goal. And he's accurate. First goal to the Falcons this quarter. Minute 30 left. Madden and Reece Stanley in the ruck. Won by Reece Stanley. Reece Stanley gets up to half forward. Oh! Big intercept by Sam Collins. Speckied over Liberatore. Goes sideways to Farrell. Farrell. What does he do with the ball? Chips it up to Dale. They just go for some territory here. Goes up to Guthrie all by himself. Doria comes in. Doria takes the intercept. Comes back the other way for Italia. They get a minute left. Boak. Boak to Doria. Doria to Brown. Dale's there as well. Dale gets the intercept. Comes back the other way. Guthrie. Guthrie up to Sam Draper. Brendan Dale to Cornelio. Cornelio gets a look inside forward 50. Kicks up to Brendan Close's direction. Leco takes the mark. Jack Lukosius to get his first goal of the game. Ooh, he got it. 2 goals for the Falcons this quarter. 11-point lead. Madden stays in the ruck. Gets the hit out. Ball comes out to half forward to Cornelio. To Berry. Berry snaps from 50. Needs something in the goal line. Knocked over the line. Another behind. 22-point margin. I forgot to mention, the Falcons are playing for a 3-0 start to their season. They won their last 2. If they can get this, They play Broome Orcas next week. Sam Draper sends it back in to Guthrie. Not 15 play on. Ball in. "14 seconds left. Still an opportunity to score. Luke Parker. Ball dribbles out. Who's there? Luke Parker needs to get into forward 50 quickly. Reece Stanley. He's slowing down the play. They won't be able to get there in time. Half time. 1 goal, 4-10 versus the Falcons. 3 goals, 4 behinds. Inside 50s is exactly equal. 13 apiece. Hitouts 4-7. Italia FC winning in that direction. Clearances 4-7. Contested marks being won by Italia FC. They're also winning intercept marks, but they're not winning the tackles. And yeah, only individual goal kickers. Chera leading disposals with 10, 9 to Parker. Ward with 7. Sam Collins 3 intercept marks, 4 contested to Luco, then Sam Collins. Let me just put Sam Draper back in the ruck. We'll put Madden out. Is there any changes required? I'll wait here for a bit. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, you're locked in. Second half commencing. Chase Jones looking very proud of himself with his 0-touch game so far. Here we go, Sam Draper, Reece Stanley in the ruck. Hit out goes to Italia. Ball splits out to Liberatore. Liberatore. Big smother effort, but Travis Boak gets it out. Picked up by Ardon, a half-back, goes to Cornelio. Cornelio sends it up to half-forward's direction. Ball comes back to him. Delivers it to Parrish. Parrish gets the snap from 50. Goal to the Falcons. Falcons looking pretty strong at the moment. Italia need to get that midfield working. They get the hit out. Chera spills the ball. Cornelia gets to pick the ball up to Guthrie. Guthrie goes to Parrish all by himself. Gets delivered inside forward 50. Luco's just sitting there. No defense on him. Luco gets to have a look at his second goal of the game. No defense on him. Caught Italia sleeping. Luco gets the goal. 2 quick goals to the Falcons. That midfield is really clicking for the Falcons so far. Italia is winning the hitouts. They put Jamison against Madden. Ball comes out for the Falcons. They move it through the midfield. Ward goes up to Barry's direction. Barry now has a shot on goal. Thomas Barry going for his second. Doesn't have the distance. Hits the post. Wait, what? That hit the post. Why didn't it count? Ball coming back for Italia. The handball to Gardner. Gardner sends it back to Toby Green's direction. Newman on him. Intercepted by Barras. Goes to Liberatore. Cornelio comes. Liberatore takes the mark. Doria. Hits up the middle, goes to Doherty. Doherty handballs it off to Luke Parker. Luke Parker, big kick up to Boak's direction. Dale's on him. Dale gets the hit out. Boak picks the ball up. Boak snaps a goal. Boak scores. Second goal for Italia. Mandan Jamison. Won by Jamison. Ball gets up to Italia's half forward to Chera. Chera handballs it directly to Voss. Voss snaps. And Chewy! 2 quick goals to Italia. Italia trying to get their way back in the game. 12 points behind. And Chewy! The ball comes out for the Falcons. Petrarca just runs into forward 50, takes a bounce, kicks it goal. Misses. Don't get opportunities like that often. Shows you how potent the midfield can be for the Falcons. 2 on versus 1, taken by Chera. Gets knocked by Petrarca, who's first the ball. It's Petrarca, but Boak couldn't tackle him. Cornelio controls the ball. Billings and Duria knocked over line. Boundary throw-in. Jamison gets the hit out, goes to Doherty. Ball spills to Chera, to Cottrell. Kick up to Boak's direction. 2 defenders couldn't get there in time. Backwards handball to Chera. Chera couldn't take the mark. Liberatore snaps from 50. Needs a mark. Couldn't get it. Back to a 12-point margin. Very low scoring game here in Ballarat. To Fox. Fox, what does he do with it? Kicks up to Tom Berry's direction. Doria's there. 2 defenders. Italia FC. Boundary throw-in. Why is there an umpire right in the middle of the rock contest? That's very dangerous. Ball comes out for the Falcons. Big handball to Tom Berry. Sends him to the side forward 50. Menzies there. Menzies takes the mark over Newman. Jai Menzies to make an 18-point lead. He's way off the mark. Needs a mark. Couldn't get it. Boundary throw-in. Ball comes out to Italia, goes to Chera. Chera, Callum Brown picks up the ball, goes to Kemp on half forward. Handballs backwards to Liberatore. Liberatore, big kick up to Boak. Sam Collins on him. Sam Collins intercepts. Boak too small. Big pack. Luco gets it out. Handballs backwards to Guthrie. Guthrie stripped of the ball. Cornelio gets the ball out to Billings. Billings takes the mark. Jack Billings going for his second goal. 45-meter kick. Ooh, he's missed. Another miss to the Falcons. 13-point lead now. This is still doable to the Italians. Parker takes a big mark in between all his defenders. Goes up to Callum Brown's direction. 1v1 defending. Very strong. Minute left in the third. Kemp gets the hit out. Ball spills. Ball dribbles to Parker. Parker dribbles the ball out. Who's first to the ball? It's Cottrell. Cottrell gives up to Chase Jones, though. Chase Jones brought down. Chera. Big ball up to Stengel. Farrell's on him. Nobody could mark the ball, but Stengel brings down Dale. Ball up. Brody Kemp is in the rock. Coming back for the Falcons. I'll reset the rocks after this. Dale gets the ball. Falcons on the wing. Handballing it a bit too much. Guthrie couldn't get the spoil. Ball just bounces. Boundary throw-in. Ball comes out. Snap it, go. Falcons score. 16-point lead. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Had to sort out something. 20 seconds left. Who's going to get it? Comes back for the Falcons. Gets through the middle. Petrarca. Big handball. Intercepted by McGovern to Chera. Chera to Doherty. Needs a mark inside 50. They get it to Darling. Jack Darling going for his second goal. Can he get it from 50 to put Italia back into this game? Darling sprayed it. Terrible kick. Italia FC still in this. Let me just change some settings. I think I saw someone said general play balanced. Midfield balanced. Interchange. Kemp shouldn't be in the rock. It should be Reece Stanley. Side select. Sam Draper. Enough resting for you? He loves resting. Sam Draper loves the bench. Lincoln Parish, 2 goals apiece. General play balance, not midfield. Alright. Oops. Tactics. So you want midfield attacking, and you want play style balanced. Share 18 disposals. Petrarca with 14. Sam Collins with 4 intercept marks. Luco with 6 contested marks. Sam Draper, Reece Stanley back in the ruck. Important contest. One by Sam Draper. Gets the hit out. Ball spills out. Goes to Cornelio. Cornelio delivers it up to Tom Berry all by himself in the forward line. Thomas Berry going for his second goal. Sprays it wide. He's missed. 6 goals, 7 behinds. Italia FC need a rebound all the way to get a goal here. McGovern takes the mark. To Connor on the wing. Luke Parker. They're giving him space, the Falcons. Just need to get this connection. Goes to Boak's direction. Dale's on him. Dale's been owning Boak for a while. Needs to win the hit out. It's won by Sam Draper. Comes back the other way for the Falcons. Ball gets spoiled. Comes back for Italia. Goes to Boak's direction. Dale stops Boak again. Boak just has not been getting the ball with that defender on him. Billings all by himself. Billings handballs backwards to Chase Jones. Cornelio. Oh, kicks the ball out of bounds. Boundary throw, and oh, that might have been insufficient intent. Oh, Parrish takes the hit out. Toby Green on a lead. Toby Green to give him a nice, comfortable lead. This is his first disposal of the day. And it's a behind. Sicily has kick-out duties. Intercepted by Petrarca on the kick-out. They're going for the 7-point play now. 48-meter kick. Can Petrarca get it? Petrarca sprays it to the left. Another behind for the Falcons. 6-7, 45. Again, the door is wide open for the Italians if they can just get that forward 50 connection. Stop kicking to Boak. McGovern on Billings. McGovern beaten by Billings. Billings sends it the other way. Kicks it up to Petrarca again. Gets knocked. Who's at the behind? Close to Toby Green. Toby Green kicks a goal right on the goal line. That might be it for the Italians. Massive defensive lapse for the Italians. They have a ruck advantage though, but they aren't taking advantage of it. Reece Stanley gets a hit out. Finally comes in for the Italians. Chera needs to hit up forward 50. Goes to Bruce's direction. 2 defenders there. Darling gets it. They can get that ball back. Jack Darling just needs to score this goal to get Italia back into this game. And he's missed! Oh, very rough scenes for the Italians. Coming back for the Falcons. Dale, again, beats Boak. Boak has just been destroyed by Brennan Dale today. Chase Jones to Billings. Billings launches in 50. Parrish takes the ball. They went coast to coast. Can he get his 3rd goal, Darcy Parrish? From 50. Big wide kick. He's got it. And that might be the dagger. Oh, the Falcons are looking very scary. Now Kemp's been putting the ruck against Madden. Couldn't get the hit out. Goes out to the Falcons. Ball spills. Only one defender. Barras. Parker. Goes up to Reece Stanley. Idon is on him. Intercepted by Idon. Italia FC will not be happy about this game. Shocker of a game from Boak. Petrarca. Gets caught holding the ball. Voss. To Hipwood. Hipwood. To Liberatore. Liberatore, what does he do? Liberatore hasn't been that helpful. Hipwood. Hipwood sends that to Reece Stanley's direction. Gets knocked by the defenders. Sam Collins sends it back. Very good defense from the Falcons. To Fox. Fox goes to Petrarca. We're looking like a 3-0 Falcons. Out of bounds on the full. Yeah, it's looking like the Falcons are the big team this year. Head out to the Falcons. Petrarca sends it up to Guthrie's direction. Guthrie marks it. Gets to have a look inside forward 50. Goes to Toby Green's direction. Toby Green marks it. Toby Green going for his 2nd goal. He's hit it across the face. Marked by Luco. Luco with the almost 90-degree angle kick. Can he kick it in and not kick it out of bounds? No, he can't. He's not as good as Strawn. Only Strawn can make that kick. Now be it though, the Falcons onto a big 3-0 lead at the start of the season. Menzie to give them a bit more percentage. McCartan and Kemp. Cornelio gets to deliver inside forward 50. Hits up Luco. No defenders on him, but it doesn't matter. Falcons with a big win. Falcons looking like the team to beat. 3-0 for them. I think Italia are they're 1-2 at the moment. Let's have a look. Inside 50s. 8 more to the Falcons in the end. Equal on hitouts. Almost equal on clearances. A lot more uncontested possessions from the Falcons. Almost like, what was that? Like 39 more. 14 tackles to 11, 25 spoils to 20. Parrish and Luco were the only multi-goal kickers today. Who had the most behind scored? That was Petrarca with 2 behinds scored. Darling with 1 goal, 2 behinds. Most hitouts, Reece Stanley. Most score assists to Close. He had a very good game. Chera, Cornelio, Petrarca led disposals with 20 apiece. Most clangers, Chera, Parker. Parker, Parrish, Laboratory, Doherty, Barras, Fox, and Sicily also got double-digit disposals. Sam Collins led intercept marking with 4 apiece. Most contested marking goes to Jack Lukosius with 7. Most inside 50s goes to Cornelio with 9 inside 50s. Ward 5, Parker 5. Most clearances, Cornelio, Parrish, Doherty with 4 apiece. Most spoils to Sicily with 5. Please stay with us as we now have the Broome Orcas up against the Cannons Pirates in Fremantle Oval. Please stay with us. Welcome to Fremantle Oval, where we have Cannons Pirates going up against the undefeated Broome's Orcas. Orcas going for a 3-0 lead if they can beat the Pirates here, but the Pirates have been pretty good so far this season. They are 1-1. Broome's Orcas are 2-0 though, so it'll be pretty important for them to try and win this one. If they win this one, they'll be up among the top teams at the moment. Here we go. Bit of wind, it's going in one direction. Heads, won by the Orcas. Will they kick into the wind or against it? No, they'll kick into it for the first quarter. Let's see how this goes. The Pirates versus the Orcas. The nautical battle for the ages. Luke Jackson versus Pitternet in the Rock. Won by Jackson. Comes out for the Pirates. They just keep passing the ball along. Goes deep up to Jai. Miss. Takes the mark. Can he open the match up with a goal? Jai to open the match up for the Pirates. And he's got it. Pirates open up the game quickly with a goal. Todd Marshall in the Rock against Mason Cox. Won by Mason Cox. Ball gets spilled. Merritt brings down Walsh. Marshall and Cox. Won by Cox. Ball spills out to the Pirates. Trying to move inside forward 50. Intercepted by Dan Rioli. Pickett brings him down. Ball up again. Cox wins it again. Sam Walsh snaps a goal. Another goal to the Pirates. Cox and Pitternet. Piternet's been put back in the rock. Wins a hit out to the Orcas. Orcas trying to get the ball back. Zach Merritt takes the mark. Oh, Mason Wood marks in front of him. Orcas need to get it out. Mason Cox sends it up to Luke Jackson, Blakey direction. Blakey gets the hit out. Who's first to the ball? It's Luke Jackson. Sends it inside to Amiss's direction. Gets knocked. Josh Rochelle brought down by Cohen. Ball up. Pitternet and Cox. Pitternet wins it. Ball spills out. Comes out for the Orcas. Goes to Will Phillips to Jack Steele. Jack Steele goes to Owie's direction. No. Oh, and the force. He just absorbed the ball. Comes back for the Pirates. Sends it up to Cam Rayner's direction. Intercepted by Caleb Daniel. Of all people. Caleb Daniel. Big intercept marker. Jack Steele. Handballs it to Blakey. Blakey. Chips it to Owies. Gets it delivered inside forward 50. Just who's on the lead? Intercepted by Clark. Clark goes sideways. Knocked over. Boundary throw-in. Cox versus Pitternet in the rock. One by Cox. Ball spills out. Pirates have got the ball. Big kick up to the Cam Rayner Farrar direction. Cam Rayner wins the ball. Kicks it inside forward 50. Gets knocked. Who's to the ball? Orcas goes to Pitternet. Ball in front of Simpkin. Gets it. Delivers up to full forward. Petrocelli is there. Couldn't mark it. Spills the ball out. Boundary throw-in. Not. Mason Cox wins the hit out, but it goes to Caleb Daniel. Caleb Daniel snaps. Needs a mark in the forward line. Couldn't get it. Ball goes to Jamie Elliott. Boundary throw-in. Cox and Pitternet. One by Cox again. Ball comes out for the Pirates. Needs an intercept. Couldn't get it. Mason Cox. Standing up. Goes to Mason Wood's direction. Jack Steele gets the hit. Ball gets picked up by Mason Wood. Mason Wood sends it to Keziah Pickett's direction. Dan Rioli on him. Dan Rioli beats Keziah Pickett. Goes to the Pitternet direction. Mason Cox wins it back though. Sends it to Mason Wood's direction. Jack Steele gets the knock. Boundary throw. Orcas still haven't managed to get on the board. Pitternet gets the hit out, but he gives it to Pickett. Sends inside forward 50. Gets knocked. Orcas get it out. Dan Rioli to Caleb Daniel. Caleb Daniel to Pitternet. Pitternet has so much space. Sends it to Walters' direction. Cox on him. Gets knocked. Langdon gets the rebound ball. Blakey couldn't get the mark. Cox handballs it to Luke Jackson. Luke Jackson gets the center inside forward 50 to Cam Rayner. Cam Rayner. Can he get a third goal for the Pirates? No, he can't. Intercepted by Laverde. Laverde, what does he do with it? Goes to Farrar. Farrar gets knocked by Cox. Boundary throw. Important ball in. A minute left in the first. Pitternet gets the hit out. Comes back the other way for the Pirates. Dan Rioli again gets the ball. Who's out there? Jack Steele. Couldn't get the disposal. Cox gives it to Luke Jackson. Luke Jackson sends it deep up to Ashcroft's direction. Caleb Daniel's on him. Caleb Daniel defends. Walters on Winhager. Winhager wins it back. Kicks up to Rochelle's direction. Cowan's on him. Rochelle wins it over Cowan. Rochelle gets to have a shot on goal. Josh Rochelle drop punt from the boundary. Accurate kick, doesn't get the distance. Knocked. Cox just vibrates, gives it to Giant Miss. Giant Miss, easy goal. 3-0 to nothing quarter for the Pirates in the first quarter. Orcas need a lift. They get a hit out. Goes to Simpkin. To Pitternet. To Zach Merritt. To Caleb Daniel. Caleb Daniel sends it in. Gets knocked. They need to get someone to the ball. Hayden Young. Ball spills out again. Clark brought down by Jamie Elliott. Ball up. Pitternet needs to win the hit out here. Does to Simpkin. To Will Phillips. Snaps it goal. Couldn't get the mark. They get something on the board, but it's only a single point. That'll be the end of the first quarter. Orcas played decently, but couldn't get a single thing on the scoreline. Pirates with 3 goals. Inside 50s, 4-7. Orcas had more inside 50s than Pirates. Missed with 2 goals, Sam Walsh with 1, Tuke Miller with 7 disposals. On to the second quarter. Pitternet versus Cox. One by Pitternet goes to the Orcas. Orcas up to half forward. They need a mark. Curnow takes the mark. Charlie Curnow finally announces himself in the game. Oh, Petruccelli just walks into space. Nobody on him. Orcas finally get their first shot on goal. Pitternet. Kick straight. Orcas get their first goal. Cox versus Pitternet. One by Cox this time. Ball spills out to the Pirates. They get inside their forward 50. Need to defend. A miss on Laverde. Laverde gets it out. Ball goes to Will Phillips. Langdon on him. Langdon first to the ball. Big kick up to Winhagen's direction. Cowan intercepts over Winhagen. Needs to get the ball out. Goes to the Will Phillips direction. Boundary throw in. Oxen, Pitternet. Pitternet wins it. Goes out to Simpkin. To Merritt. Merritt up to Ainsworth. Ainsworth wins it. Handballs back to Will Phillips. Will Phillips. Big kick up to Ainsworth's direction. Gets knocked. Who's there? Walker. Walker goes up to Langdon's direction. Langdon marked out of bounds. Doesn't matter. Goes to Winhager's direction. Dan Rioli. Couldn't get there in time. Winhager tries to hit up. Jai Miss gets it. Jai Miss to get his 3rd goal. 3rd disposal. Ooh, hits the post. First behind to the Pirates. Dan Rioli just wharfs it to Will Phillips' direction. Boundary throw-in. Pitternet gets the hit out to the Orcas. Goes to Will Phillips. Ball picked up by Pitternet. He's been doing the best. Ashcroft dribbles the ball out. Goes to Will Phillips' direction. Jai Simpkins sends it to the Curnow direction on Cox. Curnow beats Cox. Centre half forward duty goes to Caleb Daniel. Caleb Daniel handballs it off to Zach Merritt. Zach Merritt from 50. Needs a mark. Couldn't get it. Hayden Young intercepts. Hayden Young sends it to the Cox Curnow direction. Curnow intercepts, marks. Goes deeper. Hits up. Nobody couldn't get it. Comes back the other way. Blakey needs to take the mark. Blakey gave up the mark. Luke Jackson gets it back. Comes back the other way for the Pirates. Pirates get the ball inside forward 50 to Jai Miss. Oh my god, what a... Oh. I forgot who it was, but they gave up right at the very end. Jai Miss going for his 3rd. And he's easily got it. Orcas aren't looking their usual. They get the hit out. Ball goes out to Jack Steele. To Hobbs. Hobbs to Owies. Owies hits up Committee's direction. Committee takes the mark. Anthony Committee to get that goal back for the Orcas. Straight kick, straight through the middle. Orcas back on the board with their 2nd goal. They stay within range. Ball comes out for the Orcas. Jai Simpkin, big kick up to Committee's direction again. Couldn't take the mark. Curnow snaps. 2 quick goals to the Orcas. They're back within 6 points now. Imposter Curnow. Cox and Pitternet. Pitternet wins it again. Jai Simpkin hits up Jack Steele. Jack Steele. Big kick up to Owie's direction. Owie's could not get it. Clark picks up the ball. Hobbs gets the knock on it. Who's first the ball? It's Luke Jackson, brought down by Farrar. Ball up. Won by Cox. Cox sends the ball. Ball bounces around. Sparrow sends it to Keziah Pickett's direction. Keziah Pickett on the wing. What does he do with it? Just kicks the ball up in the general direction of Josh Rochelle. Ball bounces on the ground. Boundary throw in. 6 points separates these two teams. Can never count out the Orcas. Pitternet gets the hit out, goes to the Orcas. Will Phillips has got it. Handballs it to Pitternet. Pitternet to Jack Steele. Jack Steele plays on, goes to Owies. Bowie's on him. Bowie knocks it against Owies. Boundary throw in again. Hit out to the Orcas, but it goes to the Pirates. Pirates get the ball out to Josh Rochelle's direction. Caleb Daniel beats Josh Rochelle in a marking contest. Farrar goes to Owie's direction. Bowie again. Gets knocked. 50 seconds left in the first half. Ball in. Goes to Cox. Ball bounces to Pickett. Blakey picks it up. Goes to Will Phillips. Back to Blakey. Blakey back to Merritt. Pitternet. Ball spills to Cam Rayner. Handballs backwards to Sparrow. Ball spills out. Picked up by Hobbs. Ball bounces to Sam Walsh. Pirates get it 4. Need an intercept, but they get the hit out. Goes to Cam Rayner. Stripped of the ball. Comes back. Picked up by Jack Steele. Spins around. Goes to Simpkin. 20 seconds left. They need a mark inside forward 50. Goes to Jack Steele. No, he's going to have the forward 50 entry. Who does he go to? Hits up Will Phillips' direction. Couldn't get the mark. Jamie Elliott brought down to the ground. Will Phillips. Committee. Goes to Owies. Owies. Behind. Ooh, and they'll make it a 5-point game at halftime. Close game here at Fremantle Oval. A miss with 3 goals. Simpkin, Steele leading disposals 13 apiece. Caleb Daniel is leading intercept marking. And he's got 3 contested marks up with Curnow and Mason Cox. Caleb Daniel. What a legend. And I'll reset the rocks. Oops. Interchange. Mason Cox. What'd they put? Luke Jackson. Pirates leading at halftime. Pitternet needs to bring his A game against Luke Jackson and the Rock if the Orcas want to win this. He gets the hit out, goes to Steele, ball dribbles out to Jai Simpkin. Jai Simpkin sends it to Walter's direction. 2 defenders get form on him. Walker hits the ball out to Langdon. Jack Steele couldn't get there in time. Sparrow kicks it to nobody. Langdon has to pick up the mark. Goes to hard forward. Windhanger, Caleb Daniel. Langdon sends it deeper to Josh Rochelle's direction. Oh, Specky from Jai missed. Jai missed, going for his 4th goal. They have not been able to stop this man. Jai missed with his 4th goal. Cox back in the contest. Hit out to the Orcas. Dan Rioli sends it up to Pitternet's direction. Intercepted by Brennan Cox. Sends it sideways to Cumming. Owies there. Cumming beats Owies. Sends it up to Cam Rayner on Farrar. Gets knocked. Who's first to the ball? Whoa! Blakey just... Blakey just zoomed to the ball. Pittonet gets the hit, but he gives it right to the Pirates. Ball up to half forward. Taken by Sam Walsh. Sam Walsh just needs to deliver to the Giant. Misdirection. Cam Rayner's there. Farrar's there. Farrar beats Cam Rayner. Sends it wide out to Cohen. Cohen takes the mark. Orcas need to make an opportunity here. Couldn't take the mark. Who's there? Will Phillips. Will Phillips goes to Pittonet. Pittonet by himself. Handballs to Walters. Stripped of the ball. Comes back the other way. Sparrow to Cox. Cox hits up Langdon. Very bad decision. Comes back the other way. Walters on Bowie. Who's first to the ball? It's Walters, but it'll be a boundary throw-in. Pittonet versus Mason Cox. Pittonet wins it. Ball spills out for the Orcas. Hobbs to Caleb Daniel. Caleb Daniel, weird handball. Goes to Walters' direction on Bowie. Who's first to the ball? It's Curnow. Curnow. Walters in front of the ball. Walters just needs to score. Walters snaps a goal. Goal for the Orcas. 5-point game. Orcas back in this. Pittonet gets the hit out to Caleb Daniel. Caleb Daniel. Walters just gave up. Comes back the other way for the Pirates. Immediately play on. Ball dribbles to Tracy's direction. Tracy spilled the ball. Mason Wood snaps it. Goal. Behind. 6-point game. Approaching halfway through the third. Dan Rioli has kicking duties. Goes to Caleb Daniel. Caleb Daniel kicks it up to Jai Simpkins' direction. Ball spills. Mason Wood sends it back up to the Cam Rayner direction. Ball spills. Orcas trying to get it out. Farrar to Hobbs. Has space. Gets to move it up the field. Someone messaged me. Intercepted by Mason Wood. Ball spills. Goes to Caleb Daniel. Caleb Daniel intercept. Another one. Jai Simpkin to Hobbs. Hobbs. Ball dribbles forward. Owies gets it. Owies sends it to Ainsworth's direction. Marked by Charlie Curnow. To equalize the game. Charlie Curnow right in front of the goals. Can he do it? No, he can't. He hit the post. Charlie Curnow hits the post dead in front of the goals. Bowie kicks to a contested spot. Stays in the forward 50. Liam Young goes for the 7-point play. Orcas in front by a point. Where's my phone? Ball spills out. Goes to Mills. Pickett. Pickett sends it to the Ash direction. Farrar knocks the ball. Ashcroft kicks the goal. Goal for the Pirates. Ball spills out again for the Pirates. Cam Rayner to Langdon. Langdon all by himself. Gets to kick it up to the Jai Miss direction. Jai Miss couldn't mark it this time. Spilled the ball. Jai Miss gets his 5th goal, I think it is. Pirates on the run. Hit out. Goes to the Orcas. Comes back for the Pirates. Luke Jackson sends it up. Intercepted. Jai Miss couldn't get it. Mason Wood snaps. Behind for the Pirates. 12-point lead. Boundary throw-in. 53 seconds left. Still plenty of opportunities. Goes out. Mason Cox kicks it to Mason Wood. To Josh Rochelle. Josh Rochelle snaps. Goal for the Pirates. Pirates forward line's been looking very good today. Orcas just need to make their opportunities. Walsh to Josh Rochelle. Josh Rochelle kicks up to Josh Tracy's direction. Gets spoiled. Who's first to the ball? It's Liam Young. Liam Young goes out to Xalaran Hill. Knocked out. Boundary throw-in. 30 seconds left. 18 points behind the Orcas. Jack Steele to Jai Simpkin. Intercepted by Took Miller. Took Miller goes the other way. Sam Walsh. Sam Walsh takes the important mark. Goes to Brendan Walker's direction. Cowan on him. Walker gets the mark over Cowan. They say this is the premiership quarter. Brendan Walker goes for his first goal. He's missed though. That'll be it for the third quarter though. Orcas will need 4 goals in the fourth quarter to get back. Jaimes with 5 goals in that game. Simpkin with 19. Caleb Daniel, 2 intercept marks, 3 contested. Kerno with the 4 contested. Final quarter. Can the Orcas storm home, or will the Pirates just cruise to victory? Cox gets the hit out, comes out for the Pirates. Rochelle sends it inside to Walker. Walker gets to redo his opportunity at the end of the third quarter. Brendan Walker kicks it straight. He's gold. Quick goal to the Pirates. Hit out to the Pirates. Spilled. Mason Wood delivers it to Josh Rochelle. Josh Rochelle handles it to Mason Cox. Mason Cox to Luke Jackson all by himself. Mark. This might become a thrashing at the end. Orcas running out of steam. Luke Jackson scores. 6-goal lead now. It's getting away for the Orcas. They get a hit out. Ball immediately comes back for the Pirates. Immediate forward 50. Intercepted by Liam Young. Goes sideways to Cowan. Not what you want to see. Boundary throw-in. Pitternet wins the hit out. Ball spills out. Goes to Zach Merritt. Owies takes the mark. Orcas need to make a move on. They need a big fourth quarter. Jamie Elliott against Clark. Clark gets the hit out. Goes to Walters. Walters snaps at the goal. Luke takes the mark on the goal line. Charlie Kerno is there. Taken by Brennan Cox. Brennan Cox up to Took Miller's direction. Simpkin couldn't take the intercept. Pitternet takes the intercept. Goes wide out to Farrar. Again, these horizontal kicks are killing the Orcas. Boundary throw-in. Pirates spill the ball out to Sam Walsh. Sam Walsh kicks up Josh Rochelle. Shelley goes for his second now. Pirates kicking away. Oh, he's offline though. Behind to the Pirates. Intercepted by Jaimes. Sends it back into forward 50. Mason Wood's direction. Zach Merritt has to do the defensive duties. Ball comes out, Pitternet gets the hit out, goes to Will Phillips. Will Phillips to Zach Merritt. Orcas need to play on as much as they can. Ball spills out to Pitternet. Pitternet to Zach Merritt. Zach Merritt runs as much as he can. Sends it to committee's direction. Ball bounces around, comes back for the Pirates. Liam Young takes the intercept, goes to Caleb Daniels' direction. Ball bounces, Blakey gets it back. Orcas trying to put up a fight here at the end. Taken by Kerno. Centre half forward duties. Goes up to centre half forward. Nobody can take the mark. Pitternet sends it deep out to Walters' direction. Gets bounced. Nobody can take the mark. Will Phillips sends the goal in. Goal for the Orcas. Ball comes out for the Orcas. Goes to Jack Steele. Xavier O'Halloran goes to committee direction. Committee made no effort. Ball comes back the other way. Taken by Zach Merritt. Pickett made no effort. Goes to the Ainsworth direction. Ainsworth couldn't mark it. Goes to Caleb Daniel. Caleb Daniel brought over the line. Mason Cox gets the hit out. Ball spills. Picked up by Jack Steele. Snaps it. Goal. Goal for the Orcas. 20-point difference. They need a lot of goals. They need a lot of hit outs. Ball spills out to the Pirates. Goes the other way. Pickett dribbles the ball out. Who's first the ball? It's Mason Cox. Mason Cox delivers up to Luke Jackson's direction. Luke Jackson takes the mark. Luke Jackson going for his second goal. And he's got it straight. That should be it for the Pirates. Orcas get the ball back. Brennan Cox takes the intercept. Kerno gives up on the ball. Runs the other way. Tug Miller to the Joshua Shelley direction. Dan Rioli on him. Dan Rioli hits the ball boundary throw-in. Broome Orcas taking their first L of the year against the Pirates. Sends up to Jamie Elliott's direction. Clark on him. Pirates just been too classy today. More of the ball. They dribble in inside their forward 50. Comes back for the Orcas. Pitternet to Simpkin. Simpkin up to Ainsworth. Bowie's on him. Couldn't take the mark. Ainsworth brought down to the ground. Hit out to Jai Simpkin. Hobbs. Hobbs snaps it. Goal. Gets it. They'll leave them with a 20-point margin. Pirates now 2-1. As are the Orcas after this. Pirates with a big win at their home ground at Fremantle Oval. Finally taking their first loss of the year. Inside 50s, 31-20. Pirates just dominated. Rebound 50s, 11-19. Clearances 11-21. What's the hit outs? 20-29. Walker's actually dominated hit outs. Intercept marking 12-11. Tackles 16-12. Spoils 30-26. Jaya miss with the big 5 goals. This is the man that won them the game. Luke Jackson with 2. Pitternet, Young, Rochelle, Kerno, Steele, Hobbs, Walker, Phillips, Comedian, Ashcroft, Walters, and Walsh. Orcas need a bigger game from Kerno if they want to win more matches. Oops. Jai Simpkin led disposals with 25. Jack Steele with 20. Mason Wood with 18. Then Caleb Daniel, Miller, Merritt, Pittonet, Cox, Walsh, Phillips, Langdon, Pickett. Who had the most clangers? It was Dan Rioli. And we'll go through the rest of this. Most intercept marks goes to Brennan Cox. Most contested goes to Charlie Curnow. Then Brennan Cox. Then Mason Cox. Then Jai Miss. Then Farrar. Then Caleb Daniel. 3 contested marks, 2 intercepts for the man. Mason Wood with 3. Most rebound 50s, Liam Young. Most goes to clearances to Jai Simpkin. Most spoils to Jack Bowie. Thank you for joining me. Please stay with us for our final match, which will be between the Coastal Foxes and the Rampaging Flyers. Please stay with us. Welcome to People's First Stadium for this nighttime match on Wednesday night for the Coastal Foxes versus the Rampaging Flyers. Flyers trying to go 2-1, and the Foxes trying to get their first win of the season. Let's see how it goes. Flyers have had a weird season so far. Foxes just haven't been able to get the W's on the board, but we'll see how this goes. Here we go. Not much wind here tonight. Flyers called heads. Goes to the Flyers who win the toss. Doesn't really matter so much. I'll kick to the left. Let's see how this goes. Nankervis versus Rowan Marshall on the rock. Won by Nankervis, goes to Atkins, goes out to Chad Warner's direction, gets spoiled, comes back to Van Royen, comes back the other way. Rowan Marshall, what does he do with the ball? Aims back. Goes horizontally to Whitfield. They'll play along the wing. Whitfield goes to Caldwell. 3 defenders on him. Comes back out for the Foxes. Rampaging Flyers get it back through Pressia. Ball spills out. Who's there? Josh Kelly snaps at the goal. Needs something on the goal line. Intercepted by Ridley before it could go through. Hunter Clark. Goes to the Van Royen direction. Wangini Miller hits the ball and it'll be a boundary throw-in. Rowan Marshall wins it. Ball bounces around. Ball up. Nankervis and Marshall again. Won by Nankervis. Fox is trying to get the ball out to Josh Dacos. Sends it up to Nankervis. Nankervis Kicks it to no direction in particular. Bowles gets the ball. Ladlam's try to stop it, but Dersma's on the wing. Dersma goes the other way, kicks up to Membry's direction. 2 defenders on him. Foxes bring it back, but they get caught holding the ball. Charlie Cameron will have a kick inside 450, goes to Nick Bryant's direction. Massimo, Tim Membry picks up the crumb, and the Flyers get their first goal. Flyers on the board. Ladlams versus Marshall now. Nankervis gave up. Ladlams gets the hit out though for the Foxes. Goes up to half forward. Gets spoiled. D'Ambrosio sends it back. Jack Payne takes the intercept. Goes wide out to Caden McIntosh. Oh, bad movement from the Flyers, but they move it horizontally. Go back out to O'Donnell's direction. D'Ambrosio couldn't take the mark. Whitfield sends it up to Cam McIntosh. O'Donnell up to Nick Bryant's direction. Nick Haynes on him. Gets the hit out. Looked like the umpire was about to pick up the ball. Ball spills out. Flyers get the ball out. D'Ambrosio spins around. Gets it to Josh Dacos to Haynes. Move it down the wing. D'Ambrosio. Horizontal kick to Dacos. D'Ambrosio. They're inflating the numbers. Liam Jones on O'Donnell. And we'll have a throw in. Ladlams and Marshall in the ruck again. Marshall wins it. Ball spills out to the Flyers. Wide open space. Nick Bryan gets a deliver inside forward 50. There's at least one spare man down there. Goes into the big direction, the middle. Tim Membry spilled the ball. Mac Andrew gets the ball back out into the center. Intercepted by Whitfield. What does Whitfield do with it? Goes horizontally to Scrimshaw. Lost meters on that one. Scrimshaw to Bowles. Bowles, what does he do with it? Sends it up to Kelly's direction. 2 defenders come onto him. Foxes get it back. Ball bounces to Sarong. Sarong stripped, but Nankervis gets it out to Bobby Hill. Bobby Hill up to Caldwell. Van Rooyen all by himself. Couldn't take the mark. Bowles brought down by Bobby Hill, and we'll have a ball up. Important hit-outs between Ladlams and Marshall in the forward 50. Won by Ladlams. Hunter Clark couldn't get the ball. Chad Warner snaps. First goal to the Foxes. Home team finally gets something on the board. Ladlams and Marshall in the ruck. One out to Rowan Marshall. Kelly gets stripped of the ball. Brayshaw handballs to Marshall. Marshall to Nick Bryan. Nick Bryan sends it further up. Fox's defense. Haynes to Duggan. Duggan dribbles the ball out. Gives it to Nick Bryan. Nick Bryan snaps. Goal for the Flyers. Flyers get back up. 1:42 left. Ladlams and Marshall in the ruck. Won by Ladlams. Josh Dacos gets out to Hunter Clark. Ball spills to Josh Dacos again. Gets a centre forward 50. Wide open man. Dribbles the ball out to Tom Atkins. Dom Atkins snaps. Equalizes the game. 2 goals apiece. 12-12 both teams. Fox is standing up. Ladlams and Marshall in the ruck again. Ladlams gets the hit out to Josh Dacos. Josh Dacos up to Tom Atkins. Goes further to Liam Jones. Liam Jones in forward 50. Goes even deeper. Hits up Jai Sarong. Sarong will have a kick into the goals. Jai Sarong, can he get the goal into the screen here? He does. Foxes are up. Midfield working here for the Foxes. Ladlams and Marshall. Won by Ladlams again. Big enter into forward 50. Bobby Hill just standing there. No effort. Scrimshaw takes the easy contested, well, not even contested, intercept mark. Whitfield moves it along the wing. Flyers there. Dribble ball. Bad kick picked up by Van Rooyen. They go horizontally. Haynes. What does he do with the ball? Just goes horizontally again. Frederick handballs back to Haynes. Goes to Josh Dacos. Josh Dacos, what does he do with it? Just kicks it up to Bobby Hill. Sends it sideways again. Josh Dacos, backwards handball to Haynes. Haynes needs to get a target. Couldn't get it. Rampaging Flyers. Hunter Clark snaps a goal. Another goal to the Foxes. They're now 12 points up. Midfield standing up for the Foxes. Ladlams gets another hit out. Goes to half forward. Taken by Josh Dacos. Josh Dacos has a bunch of options. Goes deep up to Bobby Hill. Scrimshaw direction. Scrimshaw beats Bobby Hill. Comes out. 10 seconds left in the quarter. It bounces. Goes out of bounds. 6 seconds left. Only enough time to get a quick disposal into forward 50. And I'll reset the rocks after this. Ladlams on Marshall. Marshall gets the hit out. Comes out for the Flyers. Flyers stripped of the ball. 1 second left and that'll be it. Foxes leading by 12 points at quarter time. Where'd they put Nankebs? There he is. No multiple goal kickers yet. Josh Dacos leading disposals by 9. Scrimshaw leading intercept marking with 2. Most contested goes to Scrimshaw and O'Donnell. Inside 50s, 8-4. Coastal Foxes winning it by double. And Kevers versus Marshall back in the ruck, second quarter. One out by Rowan Marshall. Big smother by Hunter Clark. Comes into the opposite way for the Foxes, but Whitfield gets the intercept. Whitfield goes horizontally. Comes back out for the Flyers. Dangerous kick to a bad area. Bounces out. Flyers get it through the back though. Wangini Miller hits up Luke Ryan's direction. Jar's on him. Jar hits out to Harry Edwards. Brought down by Membry with a ball up. 24 seconds elapsed. Rowan Marshall bounces the ball to McIntosh. McIntosh snaps it. Goal. First behind of the game goes to the Rampaging Flyers. 2-1-13 versus 4-0-24. Goes up to the Van Rooyen direction. Jack Payne's on him. Jack Payne gets the hit out. Running to the ball. Membry. Ball bounces off. Brayshaw. Brayshaw handballs backwards to Brayshaw. Tim Membry snaps it. Goal. Hits the post again. Another behind to the Flyers. 10 points behind. Foxes need to actually get in. Rampaging Flyers could have built some momentum there. Jar goes out to D'Ambrosio. 2 people there. Foxes gets it by D'Ambrosio. Goes to Nankervis on Bowles. Nankervis couldn't mark it, but is he first the ball? Yes, he is, but he's brought down by Bowles. Ball up. Ladlams versus Marshall. Ladlams back in the ruck. Wins a hit out to Tom Atkins. Josh Dacos. Lots of orange Guernseys around. Chad Warner from 50 behind. Goes behind to the Foxes. Jack Payne has kick-out duties. Goes to Whitfield. Whitfield just plays along the wing. Goes to Cam McIntosh. Hunter Clark gets back there. Hunter Clark's been trying to play very well today. Gets the ball. Oh, he dodges. Goes back to Liam Jones' direction. McGrath wins the intercept. Cam McIntosh. Up to McGrath's direction. Rampaging Flyers finding space. Gets up to half forward. Pack mark. Bounces. Settlefield. Gets the loose ball. Sends it to Liam Jones' direction. Liam Jones makes no effort and McGrath takes the intercept. Another one. Oh, intercepted by Settlefield this time. Settlefield back at half back. What does he do with the ball? Goes sideways to Duggan. Duggan kicks forward. Big smother by Lipinski. It's coming the other way. Lipinski kicks into forward 50. Boundary throw-in. Ladlams versus Marshall. Ladlams wins it, comes out for the Foxes, bounces back, dribbles to Rowan Marshall. Rowan Marshall snaps. Goal for the Rampaging Flyers. Couldn't get the loose ball. One out by Ladlam. Shield sends it up forward to Josh Dacos. Gets to have a look inside forward 50. Has a bunch of options. Shield snaps. Shield behind. Another behind to the Foxes. 6-point lead. Almost halfway through the quarter. Rampaging Flyers get to have the kick in. Scrimshaw, what does he do with the ball? Goes to McGrath. McGrath sends along the wing to Johnson's direction. Johnson takes a specky. Plays on immediately. Kicks to the umpire. Umpire couldn't mark it, but memory does. Memory to Chol. Chol couldn't mark it. Luke Ryan behind. Another behind to the Rampaging Flyers. Puts him within 5 points. Josh Dacos. Kick out duties to Duggan. Duggan goes to Chad Warner's direction. Johnson's there. Hits the ball. Who's first the ball? It's Nankervis to Chad Warner. Chad Warner to Atkins. Atkins to Shield. Fox is moving the ball well. Goes up to Caldwell. Ladlams gets the ball. Just needs to hit a target inside forward 50. Goes to Liam Jones's direction. Orange jumpers everywhere. But the Rampaging Flyers get the defensive hit. Intercepted by Duggan. He'll come the opposite way to Chad Warner. Chad Warner, been big today. Goes up to the same direction. Ball gets knocked again. Boundary throw-in. Ladlams and Marshall again. Fox is having trouble in front of goals. Just haven't been able to make the connection. Rampaging Flyers get it out of their defense. Sends it up to a pack direction taken by Membry. Membry, he has a bunch of options up forward. Settles the defense. Fox is trying to get forward. Prestia. Prestia hits up Josh Kelly from the back. D'Ambrosio knocks the ball in time. Boundary throw in. Ladlams and Marshall. And an umpire right in the middle of the ruck contest. Ladlams wins it. Foxes get it out. Goes to Chad Warner. Chad Warner plays on. Goes deep up to Nankervis' directions. Dersma beats Nankervis. Beats him again. Nankervis catches Dersma holding the ball. Gets the ball the opposite way. Chips it up to Josh Dacos. They got a minute left to score here. Nankervis needs to hit somebody in forward 50. Goes to Bobby Hill's direction. Ball gets knocked. Boundary line. Boundary throw in. 55 seconds left in the second. While Marshall and Ladlams again. Rowan Marshall gets it out. Spills it out to Josh Kelly, who's all the way by himself. Goes to a one-on-one. Rosas and D'Ambrosio. D'Ambrosio knocks the ball. Boundary throw-in yet again. 44 seconds left in the first half. Important hit out to win. Goal on the line here. Run by Rowan Marshall. Ball spills. Who's there? Cam McIntosh. Cam McIntosh kicks the ball towards Rosas. Rosas snaps it. Goal. Way off. Gets it behind. 32 seconds left. Foxes have enough opportunities. Just can't get that forward 50 connection. Chad Warner couldn't mark it over Johnson. Chad Warner wins it. Brought down by Johnson. Ball up. 22 seconds left. Again, another important throw up. One by Ladlams to Atkins. To Josh Dacos. Sends it wide out to Warner's direction. He has a bunch of options up forward. Goes to Nankervis. Jack Payne gets there. Jack Payne gets the hit out. Boundary throw in. 11 seconds left. Another important throw in. Goes to Shield. Shield. Nankervis takes the mark. Nankervis is going to have a shot on the siren to get the Foxes' only goal this quarter. Can he do it? Toby Nankervis. He needs to kick straight. He's a left footer. No, he doesn't make it. Foxes 4 goals. Flyers 3, 4-22. Foxes couldn't manage to get a goal that quarter. Only the 2 behinds. Flyers got 1 goal, 4 behind. So they got 10 points that quarter. Nick Bryan, no double-digit score leaders so far. Most of that's going to Ladlams, Marshall, and Nankervis. Josh Dacos and Andrew Brayshaw leading disposals at the moment. Most clangers is belonging to Hunter Clark so far. Chol with the 6 zeros. Most intercept marking links to Scrimshaw, McGrath, and Whitfield. Contested marking, Scrimshaw, Whitfield, Donnell, and McGrath. Most inside 50s belonging to Hunter Clark. And I'll just reset the rocks. Oops. On to the second half. Narrow margin for the Foxes. Nankerv is finally joining against Rowan Marshall here in the center square. Who will dominate the second half? It's been an arm wrestle so far. Goes out to Rowan Marshall. Rampaging flies midfield, gets it out to Cam McIntosh. Cam McIntosh, big handball to Prestia. Prestia snaps a goal. Rampaging Flyers open up the quarter. They lead by 2 points. And they're celebrating. Ladlams again put in the ruck against Marshall. Ladlams wins it, but it goes to the Flyers. Ball taken by Membry. Membry goes deeper to Lipinski. This could be bad for the Foxes. Immediately give them a 2-goal lead. Patrick Lipinski. You can only hope they miss, but he doesn't. Goes right through the middle. Very solid start to the Flyers this half. 2 quick center clearances into goals. Ladlams needs to stand up against Rowan Marshall. Couldn't get it. Rowan Marshall wins the hit out. Goes to half forward again to Andrew Brayshaw. Has a bunch of options. Just goes wide out to Chol. Chol gets the knock. Chad Warner brought down by Johnson. Holding the ball. Johnson centers the ball to Chol. Gets knocked. Lipinski snaps another one. 3 quick goals in a minute to the Flyers. Just give me a sec. Ladlams. Could you not? Ball goes up. Rob Marshall wins another hit out to Josh Kelly. Big smother. Still gets it out to Nick Bryan. Nick Bryan. These quick center clearances are dominating for the Rampaging Flyers. Gets to have a 46 meter kick at goal for Nick Bryan here. Way off the mark, goes to the left. Another behind to the Rampaging Flyers. Foxes need to get something going here. And let a lead just slip through their hands with a bunch of quick center clearances. Josh Dacos. Wide out to Jar's direction. Need to get the ball up. Ridley. They give him all the space on the wing here. Oh, but they center the ball. Lots of purple in the middle. Prestia intercepts the ball. Bad decision. Comes back for the Flyers. Why'd they center the ball? I got no idea. Lipinski beats Jar, and now they have another shot on forward 50. What were the Foxes thinking? Patrick Lipinski going for his 3rd goal. Lipinski couldn't get the direction. Another behind for the Flyers. Foxes need to make better decisions than that. Jar goes to a contested area. Haynes. Frederick is first to the ball. Gets it up. Delivers it to Bobby Hill's direction. Who's first to the ball? It's Bobby Hill. Bobby Hill snaps. Behind. Hits the post. Oh, wasted opportunity for the Foxes. Foxes. Wangani Mira kicked it behind his head. And they're going to waste some time here. Centers the ball in a dangerous area. Nick Bryan wins the contest though. Ball spills out the opposite way. Flyers just getting the loose ball all the time. No matter where direction they send it to the Membry direction. Ball gets spilled. Foxes get the ball out finally to Hunter Clark. Hunter Clark stripped of the ball. Rowan Marshall stripped of the ball. Van Rooyen settles it down, but handballs it up to Ladlams, to Josh Dacos, to Settlefield. Who's first to the ball? It's McGrath, brought down by Van Rooyen. Ball up. Ladlams needs to win the contest here. Does. Settlefield in the center of it. Goes to Josh Dacos, right in front of goal. He cannot miss this. Josh Dacos to get the Foxes back in this. Oh, terrible kick from Josh Dacos. Another behind for the Foxes. They still have not scored since the first quarter. That purple patch they had in the first quarter. Last time they scored a goal. Goes up to Luke Ryan's direction. Tom Atkins does the defensive effort. Boundary throw in. Marshall wins the hit out. Ball spills out to Johnson. Intercepted by Ladlams. Ladlams stands up. Clutch man his ears. Hunter Clark all by himself takes the mark. He's going to go for the drop punt. Hunter Clark has been trying to will the Foxes for a while. Going to go for his second goal. Ooh, needs a mark on the goal line. Couldn't get it. Another behind. Opportunity starting to be wasted here for the Foxes. Rampaging Flyers. Ball gets spilled. Luke Ryan gets it at the back. Goes to Nick Bryan. To Liam Ryan. Liam Ryan gets to move the ball on the wing. Goes up to the Memory direction. Harry Edwards on him. Memory beats Harry Edwards backwards to Luke Ryan. Sends it up to the Chol direction. Nobody can mark it. Nick Bryan brought down to the ground. Chol to Lipinski. Lipinski with his fourth goal, I think it is. Third or fourth goal. Rampaging Flyers go the other way. Ladlams wins a hit out. Josh Dacos gets up to the half-forward direction. Nankervis. Bobby Hill. Bobby Hill cannot miss this. Merely gets the goal back for the Foxes. Brings them back into the game. .13 lead. Foxes need to start to get those quick clearances. They couldn't get it this time. Comes back the opposite way. Josh Kelly has a bunch of options. Chip kick inside. Goes to Chol. Finally takes a mark. Chol. Can he get that goal back for the Flyers? Yes, he can. Flyers are flying at the moment. 19-point lead. Only 8 seconds left. They need a quick clearance. They get a quick clearance. Josh Dacos needs a mark here by Tom Atkins. Tom Atkins. Tom Atkins on the siren. Needs to take a 50-meter goal. Massive kick. Doesn't make it though. Foxes in a hard position. Let me just reset their rock. Nankervis finally in the rock. Does he stay? Probably not. Fox's final chance. Rampaging Flyers might cruise home. Rampaging Flyers get a quick clearance. Needs the defense. Kelly gets it though. Josh Kelly from about 46 meters. Oh, very straight kick. Rampaging Flyers get another one. 25-point lead to them now. Ladlam has been put in the rock. They don't trust Nankervis. Ball spills out. Quick clearance to the Rampaging Flyers. The forward line taken by Chol. Chol to make it a 31-point lead. Oh, he couldn't get it. 26-point lead. Foxes just haven't been able to punish them for these mistakes. Goes out to Chad Warner. Intercepted by Lipinski. Lipinski. Big defensive effort from Duggan. Charlie Cameron brings down Duggan. Ladlams. Ball spills out. Chol. Josh Kelly from the goal line, and that brings it up to a 36-point lead. Rampaging Flyers are rampaging at the moment. Foxes just haven't been able to get that connection. Another quick clearance by them. Josh Kelly sends up to the Membry direction. 2 defenders on him. Membry beats McAndrew and another defender. It's all falling apart for the Foxes. Rampaging Flyers are rampaging. Goal to the Membry. It's all falling apart in the middle. Rowan Marshall is just getting silver service at the moment. Another quick clearance to Brayshaw. Brayshaw up to Chol. McAndrew on him. Rushed behind. Wide out to Chad Warner. Luke Ryan on him. Chad Warner wins a marking contest. Hairballs off to Ridley. Ridley up to Nankervis. Defenders all over him. Caldwell. Finally a good passage of play for the Foxes. They get a hold of the ball. Chad Warner to Caldwell. Couldn't mark it. Sarong to Van Rooyen. Van Rooyen snaps. Van Rooyen goes. Finally, something for the Foxes. Head out to the Rowan Marshall. To Brayshaw. Brayshaw, what does he do with the ball? Big defensive effort. Duggan brought down. Johnson to Marshall. Marshall snaps. Marshall goes. Clearances are destroying them at the moment. Rowan Marshall's just destroying them. 39-point lead. Settlefield to Hunter Clark to Settlefield to Liam Jones. Liam Jones sends it up to D'Ambrosio. Intercepted by Jack Payne. Goes the opposite way. Liam Jones did all he could. Johnson to Bowles. Bowles just runs, takes a bounce. Launches it to Membry. Hunter Edwards takes an intercept. Hunter's been doing everything he can for the Foxes so far this season. Stripped of the ball. Liam Jones. Ball spills to Settlefield. Settlefield up to Lohman's direction. 2 defenders on him. How could he compete with 2 defenders on him? Goes up to the Johnson direction. Boundary throw-in. Ladlams and Marshall. Ladlams wins the ball. Hunter Clark to Settlefield. To Ladlams. To Liam Jones. Liam Jones snaps. Needs a mark by Caldwell. Couldn't get it. Whitfield gets the intercept. Flyers looking pretty good at the moment. Desmer and Settlefield. Settlefield wins it. Ball bounces to Brayshaw. Goes to Rowan Marshall. They move it horizontally. Big kick up to the Roses direction. Defenders everywhere. Fuck! Fuck! Oh, fuck. Cramp. I cramped it. Oh, my leg. I cramped my leg. Back to the game. D'Ambrosio moves up to Liam Jones. Ball bounces to Lohman. D'Ambrosio from the pocket behind. .38-point margin at the moment. Johnson, Liam Jones. Defends, couldn't get it. Nick Bryan brought down by D'Ambrosio. Minute left in the fourth. Ladlams wins the head out. To Settlefield. Settlefield handballs it off. Gives it right to Rowan Marshall. Schill brings it back. Ball up. Wish this game tracked turnovers because there's a shitload from the Foxes this game. Chad Warner to Josh Dacos. Josh Dacos goes deeper. Doesn't trust himself. Hunter Clark. Hunter Clark just gets to run into a goal. Hunter Clark scores. This man every week puts his life on the line for the Foxes. And yeah. Just hasn't got the W yet. Foxes will go down 0-3. Still plenty of time, but still. Not where you want to be. Shield. Josh Dacos, Draper's there. Josh Dacos marks in front of the goal square. Bunch of red time goals here. Oh, Josh Dacos misses right in front of goals. Josh Dacos, how could you miss that? You could not get an easier shot than that. Oh. That'll be it. Oh, big 31-point win to the Rampaging Flyers. They go 2-1, and the sneezing. And the Foxes go the dreaded 0-3. Inside 50s, 29-25. Coastal Foxes actually got more inside 50s than the Flyers, but couldn't get them on. 14-20 rebound 50s. They got equal hitouts actually. Clearances 20-19, so it's almost equal clearances. Foxes actually got more clearances. But the marks, Rampaging Flyers just dominated the air. Contested marks, 11 more for the Flyers, and 7 more intercept marks. Lipinski with 3 goals, Hunter Clark with 2, Membry with 2, Marshall with 2, Josh Kelly with 2. Who got the most score assists? Shoal, Kelly, Nankervis. Most hitouts, Ron, Marshall, Ladlams, and Nankervis. Tackles, marks. Josh Dacos led disposals with 27. Most clangers belong to Hunter Clark with 3. Hunter Clark also got 17. Brayshaw, Prestia, Kelly, and Whitfield led disposals for the Rampaging Flyers. Chad Warner and Nick Bryan also got quite a few. Whitfield led innocent marking with 3. Contested marking was led by Josh Dacos and Membry with 4 apiece. Most inside 50s to Josh Dacos and Prestia. Most rebound 50s to Jar and Whitfield. Most clearances goes to Prestia with 9. Most spoils to D'Ambrosio with 7. Thank you for joining me for Wednesday night action. Just note that this is a split round, so next week is still technically round 3. Bobby will be doing it on Monday night or whenever he does it. And I will not be doing next week because I'm going to Melbourne next week. I will be doing round 4. And then after round 4 is round 5. And then round 5 I have something very special planned.